The Galactic Empire's declaration arrived with all the pomp and arrogance one would expect from an ancient civilization spanning thousands of star systems. Their broadcast, transmitted in perfect English, began with a flourish of orchestral fanfare and a stern-faced alien dressed in a flowing silver robe. His expression was one of bemused superiority, like a parent addressing a particularly slow child. "Humans of Earth," the alien intoned, his voice resonating through every television, radio, and digital device on the planet. "You stand at the precipice of history. The Galactic Empire has deemed your species worthy of assimilation. Surrender peacefully, and you will be integrated into our glorious civilization. Resist, and you shall be annihilated. The choice is yours." The Empire clearly anticipated panic, mass hysteria, and immediate capitulation. Instead, humanity collectively laughed. The alien's solemn face became a viral meme within minutes. Captions ranging from "First contact" or "First Karen" to "Take me to your manager." Social media erupted in a frenzy of jokes, parodies, and deepfake videos. One particularly popular clip depicted the alien singing a pop song while dancers in alien costumes performed behind him. The leaders of Earth convened in an emergency session, but it was hard to take the situation seriously when their phones buzzed with notifications about the latest meme. The President of the United States tried to suppress a chuckle as she addressed the council. "All right, let's focus. They've got weapons that can destroy our planet in a blink. Suggestions?" The military advisors rattled off grim statistics about the Empire's capabilities. Their fleet was enormous, their weapons unmatched, and their technology so advanced it bordered on magic. Conventional resistance was a death sentence. But while the officials debated, the general public embraced the absurdity. Late-night comedians declared it the roast of humanity, inviting the audience to submit their best responses to the Empire's ultimatum. A popular YouTuber posted a video titled 10 Ways to Troll an Alien Overlord, which garnered millions of views in hours. The world's reply to the Empire came not from a government official, but from an unlikely source, a satirical news network. They uploaded a video addressed to the Empire, featuring a montage of humanity's quirkiest achievements. Moonwalk dances, bizarre inventions like the inflatable unicorn horn for pets, and clips from slapstick comedies. The video ended with the phrase, "Welcome to Earth. Bring snacks." The Empire was unamused. Their response was swift and stern. Another broadcast, this time featuring the same alien, his expression tighter, his voice colder. "You have made a mockery of the Galactic Empire. Prepare for conquest." Humanity's reaction? A hashtag. Hashtag prepare for conquest. Within hours, it trended globally. The first wave of the Empire's fleet arrived 3 days later, vast and ominous, blocking the stars. Humanity's leaders braced for annihilation, but the general populace remained unfazed. "They think they can scare us?" One tweet read. "We survived 2020. Good luck." The Galactic Empire's fleet emerged from hyperspace with the precision of a finely tuned machine. Vast, metallic ships glinted against the blackness of space, their sheer size dwarfing Earth's orbital stations. The alien commanders watched with smug satisfaction as their armada formed an impenetrable blockade. To them, this was a routine operation, a primitive world about to fall in line. What they didn't anticipate was the utter absurdity of humanity's response. The first sight of Earth's defensive fleet left the Empire's admirals stunned into silence. The so-called ships were a patchwork of old satellites, decommissioned shuttles, and unidentifiable objects welded together. One even appeared to be a converted amusement park ride. Each ship bore garish, hand-painted slogans like "Galaxy's Best Mom," "Powered by Coffee," and "Alien Tears Fuel This Ship." Some were adorned with holographic projections of Earth's most infamous internet memes, from dancing cats to "Deal with It" sunglasses superimposed over a human face. The fleet's flagship sent a demand for identification, expecting a logical explanation or at least an attempt at diplomacy. Instead, they received a video feed of a human wearing aviator sunglasses. Reclining in a chair with a mug that read, "World's okayest pilot," he raised it in a mock toast. "Welcome to Earth, folks. Hope you pack sunscreen." The Empire's fleet, operating under strict protocols, immediately scanned for weapons. To their astonishment, the human ships appeared unarmed. The admirals assumed it was a trick and ordered the fleet to proceed with caution. That was their first mistake. Humanity's unconventional strategy began with chaos. Instead of launching missiles or energy beams, the ships began broadcasting. Some sent loud, looping renditions of Earth's most annoying songs, from jingles to earworm pop hits. Others streamed bizarre, looping videos of Earth phenomena. Animals in costumes, humans slipping on ice, and clips of old sitcoms with canned laughter. At first, the Empire's crews ignored the broadcasts, but the signals soon overwhelmed their systems. Ship AIs, designed to prioritize all incoming transmissions, struggled to parse the content. A particularly aggressive broadcast of a rubber chicken squeaking on loop caused one ship's targeting system to crash entirely. "Admiral, the enemy is utilizing psychological warfare," one alien officer reported with alarm. "Their methods are unconventional." "Unconventional," the admiral sneered, glaring at the holographic display. "This is madness. Return fire." But as the Empire's ships locked onto the human fleet, new distractions emerged. A small human vessel ejected what appeared to be glowing projectiles. As they drifted toward the Empire's formation, alarms blared, potential explosives. The alien ships scrambled to neutralize the threat, only to discover the objects were harmless disco balls. They activated mid-flight, flooding the Empire's command decks with pulsing lights and reflections. "This cannot be serious," an alien officer groaned as his console displayed the words, "Prepare to boogie," in flashing text. The humans weren't finished. Another ship released a cloud of balloons, each with a holographic projection of a grinning human face. The Empire's weapons systems, unable to distinguish them from actual threats, wasted valuable resources targeting each one. In desperation, the Empire ordered their fleet to close in and disable the human ships manually. But as they approached, another human broadcast interrupted their communications. This time, it was an alien soap opera, dubbed in dozens of human languages. The melodramatic dialogue confused the Empire's officers, some of whom paused to watch. The admiral slammed his fist on the console. What are they trying to achieve? The truth was, humanity wasn't trying to win through firepower. They were dismantling the Empire's composure. The aliens had never encountered an opponent so unpredictable, so maddeningly nonsensical. Their rigid training and hierarchical structure left them ill-equipped to adapt to humanity's chaos. As the battle continued, a human ship sent out a final message. "Knock, knock." When the Empire's flagship reluctantly responded, the reply was instantaneous. "Orange, you glad we didn't send nukes?" The laughter on Earth drowned out the sound of the Empire's frustration. The chaos spread like wildfire through the ranks of the Galactic Empire's fleet. Communications between ships were a mess of confusion and exasperation as the humans' antics grew increasingly bizarre. Onboard AI systems struggled to prioritize legitimate commands over the endless stream of nonsensical transmissions flooding their networks. Even the most stoic alien officers began to lose their composure. One broadcast looped endlessly across multiple ships. A video of a human slipping on a banana peel, paired with exaggerated sound effects and uproarious laughter. The crew of the Empire's flagship, despite their best efforts, couldn't seem to stop watching it. It played on every screen, even the critical targeting systems. Someone accidentally triggered the ship's sirens, adding to the cacophony. Meanwhile, a human vessel unleashed its most devastating tactic yet. A holographic projection of Earth's funniest moments. Montages of pratfalls, stand-up routines, and clips from old comedies like Monty Python filled the alien ship's viewports. At first, the aliens were confused. Then, something strange happened. An officer on one of the smaller frigates let out a sound that no one had heard before. A short, sharp bark of laughter. The others turned to stare at him in shock. Laughter was not a concept in the Empire's culture. Their physiology had no natural mechanism for it, and their highly regimented society left no room for such frivolity. Yet here it was, bubbling up uncontrollably. The officer tried to stifle it, but as the broadcast continued, he couldn't stop. His laughter grew louder, more infectious, and within minutes, half the crew had succumbed. Their commander, horrified, attempted to issue an order, but the words were drowned out by a chorus of alien chuckles and guffaws. The phenomenon spread ship to ship, leaving chaos in its wake. For a species unaccustomed to humor, the sensation was overwhelming. Alien engineers abandoned their posts, clutching their sides as they doubled over. Pilots made critical errors, their focus shattered by the strange, involuntary convulsions. Entire formations broke apart as ships veered off course, their crews incapacitated by laughter. "Admiral, we're detecting mass disruptions across the fleet," an officer reported, tears streaming from his eyes as he struggled to maintain his composure. It's some kind of psychological contagion," the admiral, his own lips twitching in what might have been the beginnings of a smile, barked a futile command. "Silence those broadcasts. Regain control." But the order was lost amidst the chaos. On Earth, humanity celebrated as the live feeds from alien ships showed their adversaries reduced to giggling wrecks. News outlets dubbed the phenomenon laughter shock, and comedians claimed victory as the ultimate defenders of the planet. The crowning moment came when a human engineer hacked into the Empire's flagship systems and replaced their battle anthem with a rendition of Baby Shark. As the song echoed across the fleet, the laughter reached a fever pitch. The aliens, utterly incapacitated, had no choice but to retreat. The Galactic Empire's once formidable fleet was in disarray. Ships drifted aimlessly, their crews incapacitated by the relentless wave of laughter spreading through their ranks. The command structure had completely collapsed. Admirals, officers, and even the most disciplined soldiers were unable to resist the absurdity radiating from humanity's broadcasts. For the first time in millennia, the Empire faced an enemy they could not understand. They had conquered planets with impenetrable defenses, subjugated species with telepathic powers, and crushed rebellions with ease. But this was something entirely different. Humanity had weaponized chaos itself. On board the Empire's flagship, the atmosphere was pure pandemonium. The once pristine command deck was littered with fallen chairs, discarded uniforms, and aliens gasping for breath between uncontrollable bouts of laughter. The admiral, his usually stoic demeanor shattered, clung to the edge of the central console as he barked out desperate orders. "Shut it off," he wheezed, pointing at the holographic screen displaying yet another human comedy montage. His command crew, tears streaming from their eyes, could only manage incoherent gestures as their laughter overtook them. One officer finally managed to choke out, "Admiral, I don't think. They're even trying to win." And they weren't. Humanity's broadcasts had no rhyme or reason, no discernible strategy other than pure, unfiltered absurdity. One ship projected a looping hologram of a chicken crossing a road, while another blasted the phrase, "You mad, bro," in glowing neon letters across the Empire's flagship. Despite their technological superiority, the Empire's fleet was utterly powerless against the psychological onslaught. Their advanced AI systems, designed to process logic and combat data, were no match for Earth's chaotic humor. Reports flooded in from across the fleet. Shipboard systems were glitching, weapons were firing at random, and entire divisions had abandoned their posts. The admiral slammed his fist against the console, causing a hologram of a banana peel to flicker mockingly in front of him. "Retreat," he finally roared, his voice cracking under the strain. "We cannot fight this madness." The retreat order spread like wildfire through the Empire's remaining ships. Vessels powered down their weapons and scrambled to disengage from Earth's atmosphere. As they warped out of the solar system, humanity's final broadcast followed them. A grinning human face overlaid with the words, "Come back anytime. First laughs free." On Earth, the victory was met with raucous celebration. Crowds gathered in city squares, cheering as live feeds showed the Empire's fleet vanishing into the void. News anchors struggled to maintain their professionalism as they recounted the events, often breaking into laughter themselves. In the aftermath, humanity wasted no time cementing their legacy. A global holiday was declared, the Day of the Laugh. Comedians became national heroes, and the absurd tactics used in the battle were immortalized in art, film, and literature. As for the Empire, they officially classified humanity as too unpredictable for assimilation. Reports of alien crews experiencing residual laughter weeks after the retreat spread throughout the galaxy, turning Earth into a source of both fear and fascination. In the final moments of the story, a child watching the celebrations asked her parents, "What's next?" The adults exchanged a grin, one of them replying, "Who knows? Maybe we'll teach them karaoke." And somewhere, light years away, an alien officer aboard a retreating ship let out one last chuckle, shaking his head. "Humans," he muttered, before silencing the lingering echoes of laughter in his crew.